We dig into the low snow ripple effect that could be costing local businesses $154 million. Phil Lindemann with Krystal, 93 News. First, officials with the Snake River Water District are digging into the cause of unsafe lead levels in the Snake River. Officials confirmed that the district has hired a private firm to prepare a study known as an optimal corrosion control treatment recommendation. That recommendation should explain why water samples from this autumn showed lead contamination in the Snake River. Lead levels there are about 2 points higher than the EPA limit of 15 parts per billion. The Snake River begins east of Keystone and flows into Dillon Reservoir. Officials say results from the study are due March 24th, and the board of directors will discuss the findings on March 8th. The district says lead hasn't seeped into the water supply, but the study will also determine if higher levels have corroded local plumbing. The Snake River drainage has been the site of several recent mine cleanups, including the Pennsylvania Mine and Jumbo Mine. Lake Dillon Fire and Copper Mountain Fire are joining forces at the start of the new year, and now they need a new building for their new partnership with Summit County Ambulance Services, known as Summit Fire and EMS. This Monday, the new department released a proposal to build a $3.7 million facility in Frisco. The proposal calls for 12,000 square feet in a two-story building. It will be built on a vacant parcel just north of the existing Summit County Maintenance Building that's on Peak One Boulevard near the Flight for Life hangar. Summit Fire and EMS is holding a meeting for contractors on January 3rd, but there's no word on when construction will begin. Warmer winters and shorter seasons could mean $154 million in losses for Colorado ski towns. This from the Associated Press. A new report by the National Resource Defense Council shows that resort towns suffer an 8% drop in skier visits during low snow years. And so far, this season qualifies. By Thanksgiving of this year, just 3% of the lower 48 states had enough snow for skiing. That is the slimmest coverage since 2003. The study also shows the low snow trend is getting worse. Between 1999 and 2010, the entire American ski industry lost about $1.1 billion due to low snow seasons. In the same 10 years, Colorado snowpack reached 100% only 3 times. That's the lowest for a 10-year span since record-keeping began in 1937. Keystone, Copper, Loveland, and Vail have all been forced to delay opening days in the past 5 years. This October, at the annual COO breakfast in Keystone, Aspen's Vice President for Sustainability, Auden Schendler, said major corporations like Vail Resorts need to get political. And they have, beginning with an announcement earlier this season to be a zero-waste company by 2030.
A piece of their announcement that didn't get much play was that they said, we're going to become politically active. And this, even if you talk to people within Vail, they say, we're going zero waste. No, you're going to become a voice that wields power on climate.
You can read all about the entire study on the Krystal 93 Facebook page. That's Krystal with a K. In ski racing news, Mikaela Shiffrin won her 3rd race of the season and her 34th World Cup title earlier this morning in France. She beat France's own Tessa Worley in the giant slalom at Courchevel. That gives Shiffrin wins in GS slalom and downhill this year. In other sports, the Nuggets and Avalanche are off until tomorrow, and then in local sports, the Summit High girls basketball team plays its final game before the holiday break tonight when the Lady Tigers are in Leadville for Lake County. The boys are off until January. And then coming up this weekend, the Breckenridge Vipers semi-pro hockey team plays this Friday, December 22nd at home against the Boulder Bison. Game time is 7:30 at Stevens C. West Ice Arena in Breckenridge. Phil Lindemann with Krystal, 93 News.